Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep. It's that time of the month again. Play the clip please.
Yes! 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 Yeah, baby!
Boruto Chapter 70 confirmed multiple theories our community has had using balls deep prediction jutsu. Number 1. Amado is indeed using Kawaki for his own purpose and plan. He's a sassy baka.
Oh my god.
Number 2. Code is one step closer to becoming an Otsutsuki God as his limiters have been removed. He has 100% of his power now.
Let me be clear, I did not know that. I appreciate that, but I don't give a damn.
Number 3. This is so heartbreaking. I can't believe I have to say it. Naruto and Sasuke are more irrelevant than ever. It hurts, man. They might die again for the 5th time. My man Naruto can't even put in a password.
Let me in, please.
But before we go further into the video, I gotta tell you guys about NordVPN, the best VPN service out there. Who? Come on, you guys know who NordVPN is, right?
No.
If you guys use our link in the description and pinned comment with nordvpn.com/animeballsdeep, you get an exclusive deal plus a huge discount.
Nice.
NordVPN is super easy to use, where you just connect with one click on the map with over 5,300 servers in 60 countries. Or just turn on auto connect for 0-click protection, so you are always protected. I know you guys be on those dodgy sites sometimes, you know, for research purposes. It happens to the best of us. And boy, do I wish I had NordVPN back then. With NordVPN being available on every major platform from Windows, Android, iOS, Mac, Linux, and even Android TV, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description or the pinned comment with nordvpn.com/animeballsdeep and get protected with this exclusive deal and special discount with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Now, back to the video.
The chapter starts right where we left off, which was Shikamaru offering Eida a tier 3 subscription to Kawaki's OnlyFans. Shikamaru, with his 200 IQ, tries to reason with her, claiming that it will be more beneficial for her if she leaves Code's side since Kawaki hates him. Furthermore, siding with Konoha would allow Eida to get closer to Kawaki, ultimately helping her to date him, unlike, you know, Code's plan where she hasn't even seen him yet and she has to trust his word not to kill him. Yeah guys, forget villains like Madara, who represented the idea where there is light, there is also shadows. As long as the concept of winners exists, there must also be losers. The selfish desire of wanting to maintain peace causes wars, and hatred is born to protect love. Madara wanted to end it all via his own means. Cut to Eida, we have a villain because she wants to date someone that would love her like a sim. I'm kidding, but am I really though?
Wake up to reality.
No, I actually...
Lies and more lies.
I actually don't mind Eida. It's an interesting concept and a very lonely existence, as she cannot feel anything genuine. It's exploring the idea of wanting to be accepted, which is something many people in our own society desire today, more than ever. Even myself when I was younger in my teenage years. Anyway, Eida doesn't seem too interested in Shikamaru's offer. She's still listening because why not? But just then Naruto arrives and tries to open the safety door using the passcode, but he's denied. Sasuke and Boruto also arrive on the scene. Shikamaru contacts Naruto using Ino's transmission jutsu and tells him that Naruto can't enter the room, as this would only put Konoha in a worse position due to Eida's powers. He also asks Naruto to be patient as he's trying to deal with this problem using his strategy. It's weird, you know, seeing Naruto and Sasuke becoming more irrelevant, especially since his new Sage mode was so hyped in the community. We were looking forward to it, and everyone clickbaiting that shit. I'm just saying, I got that shit. Yo, I'm just being honest, guys. ABD loves to be honest. But like, Naruto could just kick the door down and the story acknowledges that. But Ino convinces him they are in a recession and they can't afford to hire Elon Musk to repair their alien technology door, and the economy's down, guys, we don't have money.
Shut the fuck up.
And that's the point of the story. It's my OG Naruto mind working right now. We cannot help as original fans for 20 years to help think like this. So can we really be blamed? In my opinion, no. Because we want to see our favorite characters succeed, and we invested a lot of time and money in the series. It's natural for a human to think that way due to the deep connection and impact the series had on us. Boruto's story will always implement the advanced technology to represent the philosophical idea of whether or not technology is good or bad for society, which in turn will make the ninja way that Naruto and Sasuke practice more irrelevant, as Kawaki has to represent the idea of not supporting the ninja way in the time skip against Boruto, who does. Yes, guys, the almighty time skip that clickbaited all of us. Kishimoto, where is the time skip? Well, Code foreshadows it in this chapter that we are in the end game.
Cheers!
Moving back to Boruto Chapter 70, all of Shikamaru's efforts are buried deep into the sand, as Eida reveals that she's aware of Naruto's presence outside the door. Shikamaru is flabbergasted, but things start to make sense as he looks into her eyes. He suddenly freaks out and Amado tells him it's Senrigan. He explains the extent of Eida's abilities of omniscience. Eida can project her consciousness to any location to see and hear any present event, as well as any past event up to the moment of her birth. So depending on her age, if she is older than 18 years old, and I know some of you are hoping that she is, are you dirty minds?
You naughty.
Well, if she's older than 18 years old, then she can watch the 4th Shinobi War like a movie. But if she's 16 years old, then she can't. If you turn on the notification bell on right now, that would be great, because we are going to cover Eida's dojutsu in complete detail very soon. Because I'm pretty sure some of you are confused right now thinking, ABD, what? Senrigan? What is this dojutsu? I got you, fam. Just hit the notification bell. In the end, Eida's secret is out. It will be interesting to see how Shikamaru plans to deal with Eida's power, because he finds out that Ino's ability to talk in their minds is effective against it, but their actions can be seen at all times. So that means they need to develop a new language of communication, or decide to use Ino's jutsu at all times, or create a technology that stops Eida peering through with 24/7 surveillance. Remember, Eida is not aware that Amado has told them about her powers. They can make Eida believe that they are enacting one plan, but since Kawaki and Boruto cannot be seen with her powers, they would create a trap plan that can be successful against them. Boruto Chapter 70 then shifts towards Kawaki's shadow clone in the hospital, as he pretends to still be there. Sumire in Chapter 69 overheard the confidential conversation of Boruto's death, so she tries to make some small talk regarding his safety. She wants to understand the meaning and reason behind Kawaki's decision. How could he kill someone so important to him? Kawaki then rants about Amado, as everything is linked back to him. He has pondered over what happened over and over again. He was extremely frustrated with Amado's decision to implant a karma seal without his consent. However, he's stuck wondering what would have happened if he didn't have the seal's power back then. So this makes it clear to us that Kawaki truly intended on sacrificing himself in Chapter 62 of the manga, and he wasn't aware of his new karma existence. When Naruto was in danger, Kawaki's body entered a flight or fight mode and subconsciously drew out the karma's power. Kawaki further states that for the first time in his life, he's grateful that he had the karma seal. From the bottom of his heart, he realized that he needed it. Without Without it, Naruto would have surely died at the hands of Code. So without Kawaki's intentions of wanting the karma seal back, which therefore is consent in Amado's eyes, in a way it was his own decision. The seal never would have returned as Amado mentioned, which according to his logic, it means that he would have wanted it eventually, meaning that Amado saved them time and Naruto's life in a sadistic way. Kawaki knows that he still isn't enough to protect the 7th Hokage, which is an overwhelming burden. This Kawaki reminds me of a Naruto and Sasuke. At certain moments in the past, Naruto also relied on Kuruma's strength, even when the two weren't on good terms. This was before the Pain arc, and even during the Pain Assault arc, Naruto almost gave in to Kuruma's talks, but was saved by his parents and Tsunade's locket. Kawaki, in a similar way, has become dependent on the karma. His character is slowly descending from the ninja way to more of someone that seeks power for his results. Before, his character was stating that he would rather die than have the karma, but now he yearns for it because it satisfies the gold and hole in his heart. The hole of being useless and powerless to stop those that have always used him for their own intentions his entire life since childhood. Now with the karma, Kawaki feels like he can pave his own way of justice and protect Naruto. Without it, he's just weak and irrelevant. Naruto and Sasuke, why? Why did they massacre my boys like that? Talking about irrelevancy, However, as Kawaki unravels his feelings for the newfound power he possesses, Sumire reveals what we all have been predicting for a year. She claims that Amado seems to be completely obsessed with karma and raises her concerns over his behavior, concluding that Amado is hung up on Kawaki's karma for his own purpose. Yes guys, this confirms our community analysis. Amado has been confirmed to be a sussy baka, yeah?
Huh? Why do you gotta be such a sussy baka?
Now Yusuf, take it away.
Which is when the focus shifts back to the room, where Code has his claws deep into Amado's shoulder, threatening him to remove the limiters. Being a wussy, Amado is whining to Shikamaru to save him using Ino's transmission jutsu. But Shikamaru's like, shut your ass up, man. Come on, just deal with it. Just a little bit longer because he's trying to figure out a way to handle the situation. Shikamaru explains to Amado like he's not a genius or anything. He's not a scientist. He's not a mastermind. Shikamaru breaks it down that, listen, if you unlock Code's limiters, he would kill you anyways. Just deal with the pain, you little wuss. But as Code's endless threat continues, Eida suddenly panics, frantically asking him to hurry up as she wants to go home. This obviously annoyed Code, who snapped back at her, asking what's her deal now. Eida replied that Kawaki was coming and he'll be inside the lab in just a few moments. On hearing this, Code remembers what happened last time and cowers in fear because he knows he's gonna get slapped up. As Shikamaru explains, Kawaki can cut off Code and Eida's escape route using his Hakuna Matata ability, hence they fear his arrival. Amado then finally reveals that he knew all along that Eida cannot use a sexy no charm jutsu, whatever you call it, on family members and Otsutsukis. This way, Kawaki truly is the perfect counter for Eida's overwhelming abilities. This was such a good scene too. I really like how Code and Eida were like acting high almighty and suddenly they're just scurrying away hurriedly to their base as soon as they find out Kawaki is on his way. Most importantly, this interaction once again portrays Amado as the biggest sussy baka in the whole entire series. Shikamaru calls out Amado on the fact he hid information, vital information that would have stopped and shut down Eida and Code's assault. However, Amado snaps back saying that Shikamaru never liked Kawaki and this would be a perfect opportunity to get rid of both Kawaki and Code by letting them go at each other. Now, we can't say that's not 100% true. Regardless, Amado comes with the best excuse possible. He says that it's better to simply let Code escape, giving Kawaki and Boruto more time to improve their strength, which will guarantee a win for them. Unlike this current moment, as Kawaki was blasted away in the previous fight, even though he's stronger, he again accuses Shikamaru indirectly by saying that he knows what kind of decision the advisor of the Hokage would make, as Kawaki's an even bigger threat now. Let's not forget he did kinda kill the Hokage's son, so while Shikamaru does kind of strike this conversation down, there is a hint of truth to it. Another thing to note is Amado's constantly overprotective behavior towards Kawaki. As Sumire said, there's a major chance that Amado is doing everything for his sake only, and that there is more than what meets the eye. His constant obsession with Kawaki seems to be the polar opposite of Kawaki's obsession with Naruto. Kawaki is more selfless and doesn't have personal motives for keeping Naruto alive other than his love for the Seventh Hokage, whereas Amado has remained to be the biggest sasibaka in Naruto and Boruto, and it is almost apparent that in the end it will be revealed that he did everything for his own motive. Unfortunately, Amado's decision to hide this crucial information results in him being abducted by Code. He never intended on giving up today. My guy just simply used his claw marks and teleported Amado to their base. Like, why didn't he do this earlier? What's going on? But this is a catastrophe. This is literally the worst thing that could have happened. Shikamaru tries to stop Code and Eida from escaping using his shadow possession jutsu. But who is he kidding? Literally, he gets slapped up by Delta, who's simping for Eida. She's literally over simping actually. This ain't even normal simping. She's desperate for Eida's attention. So Eida, with just one command, adding pretty please, dear my beloved Delta, sort this shit out for me. And what do we know? Bada bing bada boom. Eida and Code are free and slips away with Amado. Before leaving, Eida does thank Shikamaru for his offer, ultimately rejecting it, and Code tells Shikamaru that he has added him into his retribution list. He pretty much tells him he's a dead man walking, which includes the names of the people Isshiki mentioned. And you would have guessed, Kawaki arrives as soon as they leave. We then move to Code's current hideout, back to Boro's cult facility. Amado, looking as though he just went through the biggest violation in his life, looks up to his new best friends. Damon, excited to see his long lost daddy, who never came back after joining the milk club, he says, "Hey old man, long time no see." Amado's fear and shock seeing Damon showcases that these cyborgs are more of a threat than we all realize. Remember, Eida casually mentioned that the siblings can defeat Code, someone who is stronger than Naruto and Sasuke. Let's not forget, they were built by Amado to kill Jigen. Code, finally having some alone time with Amado, continues where he left off, ordering him to remove his limiters. But Shikamaru's words stuck in Amado's head makes him question whether Code will simply kill him after his limiters are removed. And guess what? Code doesn't sugarcoat anything and tells him, probably, yeah, you're dead. Amado responds by saying that don't make no sense. Like, why would he help if he's going to die either way? Like a typical antagonist though, Code explains, you can die with feeling excruciating pain, or have a peaceful one. But obviously Amado has a reason to live. He needs to slip into that Kawaki skin through the karma, so he can resurrect his door! What? Okay, listen. Amado is the biggest sasibaka in the entire series. We established that, right? The fact that even a 12-year-old Sumire saw the red flags is Kishimoto's way to foreshadow what's to come. We already explained how Amado is likely based on the Japanese folklore Amano Jaku. It's basically a yokai who kills and flays their victim with the intention of wearing their skin. There is a lot of evidence for this. Even Amado's name, which can represent a storm or rain coming through a window or door. This can be seen as an analogy to karma representing the door to which Amado will have access to, taking over the body of Kawaki. In the tales of Uriko Hime, her skin was taken over by Amano Jaku after he convinced her to open the door to which her parents forbade her to do. Much like Kawaki, who ends up using his karma, unlocking a door to his house that is empty. With now no Isshiki to take over, it allows the possibility of another soul to reside in it, if of course the conditions are right. And who else can make this condition right than Amado, the very person who engineered the original karma Kawaki had. Kawaki's karma was given to him via scientific process involving Amado's knowledge and Isshiki's blood. So Amado, who desperately wants to live long enough to achieve his end goals, offers Code an easy solution to both their problems. He will remove his limiters others with no resistance as long as he is left alive. Code, with a sense of disgust, looks down on Amado acting so pathetic with no pride. After all, Code is a very emotional character. Due to his own pride and obsession with Isshiki, he is going far and wide to fulfill his dying wish. However, Amado's following statement once again proves his devious nature, along with him being the true antagonist of the series. Amado states he has no interest in such utterly useless concept such as pride. With Code seemingly agreeing to Amado's deal, Amado proclaims a secret command: "There's no dress code." Heavy steam ejects from his body in every direction to then reveal Code, who has now transformed into a Super Saiyan. That's a wrong manga, isn't it? But he's clearly a superior version of himself, just by looking at his overgrown eyebrows. Like, gosh damn, Code ain't playing around. This is some mad stuff. But that's not all. Code's hair seems to have erected, as though the power surging from his body blew it up. But most importantly, Code's nails are finally painted just like he always wanted. Now he's one step closer to his idol Isshiki. Code unlocking his limiters brings him to a new level, much stronger than Jigen, with only the next step being an Otsutsuki God that Isshiki told him to become. Code, who now finally achieved his goal from Amado, says, "Forgive me, Amado, I feel so good, so let me free you this instant from your suffering." Amado at this point is shitting his pants. No, seriously guys, I doubt Code will kill him. Rather, he will likely remove his injuries with his newfound power. From all of this, the biggest take is that Amado, in his own words, confirmed his true identity of Amado Jaku. Him programming the secret words to be "no dress code" is a representation that one can be in any clothing they desire. There are no rules. Amado is a person who will gladly wear the skin of anyone without any qualms. This also reflects his morality. Having no dress code can also be understood metaphorically as a way of life. Amado neither follows rules or customs created by others, which emphasizes his statement about pride being a useless concept. Amado throughout the series has been a sly fox, deceiving and using those around him. Even with Kosh and Koji, Amado sees everything around him as a tool to get what he wants. All in all, the biggest revelation from this chapter wasn't Code unlocking his limiters, but it was the foreshadowing of Amado, the true antagonist. Watch this video right now if you want to learn more about Amado's true intentions and the evidence behind his affiliation to the Otsutsuki God.